Hello everyone, Rissy Toothpick here, back again with some more Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened, and Dr. Holmes is here, investigating his patients, and today we need to talk to this individual right here who thinks he's Napoleon to help us distract the guards, so we can get to Watson. Oh, we gotta let him out, okay. Let's look here. Looks like we need to adjust all of them. Let's do just 2 for now. Let's just kind of see what we're looking at here. So we got that middle one done. One of them is too much. Okay, so the first one and the last one's good. Something like that. Let me look at it again here. That one's good, that one's too much. So now that third, the third from the last and the very first one. Okay. 1 here, 2 here. I think we got it. We sure do. I'm a genius. Lock, stock, and barrel. You can now return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything you wanted to do here. Let's look at our map here. There's nothing else we can do. We've already kind of solved the frogs in the wall. So I think we're good.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine. Josephine, le voilà. Catch him!
Man, that alarm went off real quick.
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes? What are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Alrighty, Sherlock's note. You must acquire a key for me, Watson. Odds are it's in a round item about 2 inches in diameter with the image of an Edelweiss flower. A patient named Gerda has informed me that Gygax will keep it close. I suggest investigating her office. Nice. And you know, he has a nice room. A little rough, but not bad. Let's explore it.
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
That is
What have we
weird.
got ourselves into, Holmes?
Who would come into his room to wash their hands?
The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient.
You know what? We've been seeing that painting too, and it kind of looks like the world that we played in earlier when we were playing as Holmes. Oh yeah, point the gun right at your face. That's what you need to do.
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
It's important to take a gun.
Did a child make these?
No, we've met her. She's that crazy girl with the doll. Alright, I heard a door kind of like unlocked, so that's probably our door. Ooh, whole bunch of patients here.
A visitor? No, you shouldn't have come here.
So they got birds.
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Yeah, and they have like a rough looking... They don't even have a tree, they have a vine.
I want them to fly.
Yes, unfortunately they can't. Dang, this guy's got a damn baton. Patient room 2. Oh, we can go in all the rooms. Okay. Time to explore. Oh, beautiful alpine flower, whose heart I do miss, so you call to me. While I don't see how could I let go. The storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind, with no captain. I miss reason, what did they truly find? Cold and dark with grimy walls, roughly held like animals, trapped yet free, why do I fall? Something squirms on the tip of the tongue, but what can it be? What did I forget? It's pretty cool.
I'm struggling to remember something.
Pretty chill poem. These guys, you know, they got nothing better to do, so they might as well write. What we got here? Kitchen, we can check that out. You know, they have a lady here working in the kitchen. I don't know, hopefully she's getting paid wages.
Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the guards rushed off to find him.
Oh man, she's out here with the guards. She's like, beat the patients. Okay, that's where we need to go. We want to just make sure we've gone through every room first, because there was a that was room number 2. October 1879. As more serious treatment is necessary, my special patient Wolf will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All other patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to other specialists at the Institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. The necessary surgical procedures were successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is increasing but still not complete. A new obsession with writing has developed, probably as a side effect. The patient's writing now mentions old names, clear sign of partial memory recovery. Unacceptable results. A second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and temporal lobes. Surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist for longer than a couple of minutes. Although obsession with writing lingers, danger eliminated, daily monitoring prescribed. This is weird because, like, you know, why is she keeping this patient all messed up?
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these.
This wolf is either the son of that one warehouse guy, or maybe even the director, which would be sad. Okay, we've been here. Glowing meteor lands in Arkham. Okay, we can't go in there. They got us on lockdown. And we were there, guest room. So where's the second? Because there's the kitchen. This is the weird, this is the patient room 2. Where's patient room 1? You know, that's my question. I'm like, patient room 1, please? But no, I think we're good. Let's go search the director's room.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
A doctor. That's our big thing.
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave his house. Do you grow weary of me already, Doctor?
Ooh, lost in thought or admiring your office. Admiring your office.
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
Dang, they're gonna tear her up. Okay, so it looks like we can do a mind thing here. Yeah, wolf is a very important. Let's go here. Maybe that one. Which one could this be? Maybe Patience Poetry? We have one. So we need this one. A lot of these don't make sense. Maybe it's the photo of the asylum staff. We'll go with that one. We might be missing something here with that one. How to lure her out of her room? Probably very important patient. Okay, so we got all of them except the observation. Well, this is easy though. Now we can just kind of do them one at a time. Okay, so we are missing a little bit of information here. Let's go talk to the very important patient, because there might be some more information we're missing here. Might need to talk to him.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right, you don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
We know he's not sick. These people are evil here. Where did he get this thing? One side is paralyzed. Precise surgical incisions right there in his head. Faded with age. Severe chemical burns. Maybe he worked here. Possible abuse of medicine. Yeah, ill due to treatment itself. Let's go with that one. An adult male with 2 deep surgical scars on the side of his hand and an old chemical burn on one of his hands. Mr. Wolf has some paralysis of his facial muscles, most likely the result of brain surgeries. Blue-gray pigmentation spots on his skin are likely due to the overuse of medication containing silver nitrate. It appears that his illness is a direct result of the treatment he has received here in the Black Edelweiss.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
But that is the information we needed. Probably his portrait. And then what could it be here? Oh, this is terrible. Wolf is actually Professor Becker, the previous director of the Black Edelweiss. He now suffers from severe memory issues, but still retains the ability to write. Yep, he was trying to get rid of her because she was a bad physician, and what she do? She paralyzed him. Now, how to lure her out? It might be the same thing. If Becker can still write, perhaps he can get Gygax's attention with a letter. Yeah, this is sad for this guy.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate.
Gygax is cruel. Yeah, she's cruel.
Dear Professor Gygax, your vile work has ruined countless lives through needless suffering. Your methods serve nothing but to show your own sick emotional state. You will be brought to justice, and the world will know your cruelty. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
Alrighty, so now we have the letter, which is important. Let's hand it to her or put it in her office, maybe?
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
She's all freaking out too, but she knows her little game is she's pretty much getting squeezed in. Everything she's done is coming to light, and she fears the truth. Alrighty, what we got here? This thing looks very suspicious. Apparently it's not, though. Apparently there's 6 things here. Oh, here we go. Looks like everything we're gonna need is in here. Dear Professor, we recently took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers, who made several offers far exceeding our expert's estimate of the stone's value. The final sale price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Our client has instructed that you receive 2/3 of this sum transferred to your solicitor as per usual. As always, our discretion is assured, and we look forward to continued business with you and your illustrious patron. Yours sincerely, Geoffrey Scott, representative of the E.W. Gray Banking House, New Orleans, USA.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
Nice, we got the key. Okay, it looks like there's nothing of importance in there. No more. Go to the other side. A diary. December 1879. It has been 3 months since I took over the Edelweiss from Becker. Not all my colleagues approve of the rule changes, so I am now the only professor here. No matter, the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personal shortage. At last my work can flourish, without the impairment of his lesser mind. First payment has arrived from R. Our deal does pose risk, but the possibilities are endless if he is true to his word. The first shipment of chosen ones has arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken minds. The work ahead will be difficult, but undoubtedly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, so that's not important. I've already scanned here. I didn't really see anything. Only thing I can think of is maybe we're missing something in here. Let me see. I don't know what we're missing here. Not the hourglass. It doesn't look like it's anything here. It has to be this file. None of that paperwork. Maybe it's on the carpet? Okay. So we're missing one thing on this thing. Let's check around here, see if there's anything else.
Nothing special about this.
I'll say maybe something on the wood. Like, look at that hand. That hand looks so suspicious. Very strange. Alright, well, let me look at this thing. Oh, found it. It just was weird on picking it up.
Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
We got it. This one little knife thing was so difficult. You had to pick it up by, like, by the edge. And we already got the key, so let's go to the kitchen. The kitchen girl left. Now we're in.
It's sealed tight. I can't exit the same way.
Very interesting. Oh, they had him chained up. Beaten.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Dang, it's either our way or the highway with these guys.
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Yeah, these people are crazy.
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it. The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Oh, they have like a little switch thing to hit the people too. These people are just vile. They definitely need the authorities here. Okay, I think we're good in here. And they got them saying the Cthulhu stuff. Okay, that's a large area. This is a small room. This looks like an elevator. Professor, trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present, and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flock do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It would be best to work in groups, performing at least one seance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of Khalid lenses. Finally, my men in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipment of Chosen. Make room for them as you have done before. And a key. Shiny key, meaning it's been used. Okay, we're just missing one more thing here. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive within 2 weeks. Do not fail us. A. Ooh, a new reward. Yeah, there's quite a few things here. And then if we go to bonuses, we can see what the bonuses are. A medical kit and a sailor's uniform. Pretty cool. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10, and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetic systems can be declared an undeniable success. Regardless of their native language or place of origin, individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist. Isolation and deprivation resulted in a strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after the direct removal of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. This chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the others. The conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see to it they are sent to the well. Uh-oh.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
The well. That means we're probably gonna find a whole bunch of dead bodies.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Okay, we've already looked at everything there. Let's check out the chair.
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
I must say, I hear birds.
A very professional brain dissection.
Okay, so they're using the birds to kind of test their skill, maybe? Let's go check out the whale, because we know it's over here.
Oh, the smell.
We need to see.
Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment.
Yep, look at all the body parts.
God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman.
Gaze into the abyss. Yeah, these people were bad. There's nothing else for us to do here. Something Maccabee is going on in this asylum. Yeah.
Get out of my head!
Your mind festers, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Lord,
Left your surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken, and let the
World behold!
Very weird.
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Ugh. Get out of my head.
Alright, so now with that taken care of, we've solved a couple of these. We have a wax cylinder that we need to figure out. It looks like we're good here. I don't think the wax cylinder does anything on that. Luckily, no one's on that thing.
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious.
Let's make sure we're not missing anything. This is the only thing we're missing in here. We found it in here, so there's no use. Let's go use the elevator.
Watson?
Holmes,
What are you still doing here?
still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Alrighty, so Gygax is dead. And we're left with nothing. And it's already been past the 30-minute mark, so we're going to stop here today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below. Next time, we'll probably find a lead in here. And hopefully we can figure out who's been killing all these people. Or who's the mastermind behind it all.